Niralam speaks with few children of dust. It is a high goal with wisdom.
The great tree speaks to me.
You return, and in your wake, Dalantarth blossoms. The flow is rearranged, now and forever. Nash's brood is at an end. You have destroyed what was written, and made a new fate for Dalantarth. And yet the Tuatha still spread, marching with Prismeer and pain. You have only delayed our doom. You have the power of an immortal, and yet the humility to ask for help. Little one, I envy your grace. You shall carry my blessings with you. You must know this, Quickling. The age is changing. Immortals are passing, and the future belongs to the young races. If there is a future to be had. Go, and stand at the heart of the She. There you will find Issa, and perhaps you will find wisdom as well. Nash and her brood would have spread across Dalantarth and brought the taint of Prismeer with them. So it forever was to be, until you set about to stop it. Only the path of your own choosing. Stand at the heart of the She, and if that path includes the gardens of Issa, I shall allow it. May your path be long and evergreen.
you exhibit such lack of judgment?
Mortals are such passionate things.
Ah, you have arrived at last. Welcome to the Gardens of Issa, home of the Summer Court, and the warm heart of the Feylands. I know you had hoped to speak with the High King, but our seers sense a danger pursuing you. Naturally, we cannot allow such threats to be brought into the High Court, perhaps once you have dealt with your own unfinished business. Truly a place of wonder, as it has always been and always shall be. Here springs the life well of Dalentarth, and the greater Feylands in all directions. It is a pity that some of our kind have fallen to such degenerative states, but we cannot shed a tear for their weakness. The ranks of the Fey were not always sullied by the presence of anything so coarse as the Tuatha. Once, the summer and winter courts existed in harmony. But Gadflow perverted the winter court with talk of his new god, and from that poison, the Tuatha arose. Too many mortals misunderstand the winter court. Our cold cousins are not evil, but merely evoke the darker truths of nature, from subtlety to decay. Perhaps it makes sense that children of dust are put off by those who embody their inevitable death, but it is regrettable that so many are misunderstood. We are the Summer Court, the very embodiments of courage, honor, and all things bright and proud. Some envious few in the Winter Court would call us arrogant and self-righteous, as well as all manner of other epithets. But remember, we are the ones who stayed true to tradition, while they turned to barbarism. The Tuatha find new recruits from our ranks. The sapling of the World Tree bears centuries of great wisdom. Of course, long-lived as Nirlam is, it is still regrettably mortal. Even all greatest mortal wisdom cannot compare to the perspective given by true agelessness. Begging your pardon, of course. High King Titarian is Lord of the Summerfey, the font of all our wisdom, and first amongst the immortals. And since Gadflow tragically murdered the High King of the Winter Court, Titarian is the greatest and last true leader left of our kind.
All are welcome in the Understyle. Your kind doesn't feel the desire to explore, but only some areas are forbidden to you. Please, come forward into the light of the font. Don't linger there. I need to see you. Closer. Ah, nothing noble about you. That must mean you're the one Erwin is expecting on the trellis. Go there, but be sure to retire to Felltown when you're finished. There is little that mortals need to know about the trellis, for it is where the worthy await their moment before the High King. Everyone who stands before the light of the sun must prepare themselves, lest they be blinded. It is behind me, up the great winding stairs. Once, the Understyle was all around you, spreading from the garden's gates to the great trunks of the trellis. But that was before the mortals came. The king rules from his throne high above on the font, and he has done so for many seasons. You should know this, since you've been sent to speak with him. Every living creature in our world is part of a chain of death and rebirth, even the Fae. However, when we pass into the flow of our great cycle, we return again. The gardens have been here since the first of our kind sprang forth. Only in the last few mortal years have we chosen to make it known to your people, with good reason. This is a safe place, and we intend to keep it that way. To that end, we ask mortals to adhere to the Peace Edict, which forbids weapons in the city. It is a special district set aside for the young races. A haven, if you will. We encourage you to stay within its confines for your own protection. Do not worry. Felltown has the amenities that your kind need to lead a mortal life, such as merchants, a smithy, and a tavern for evening exploits. High King Tatarian fulfills his role as our wise ruler. He gathers around him the bravest and most gifted advisors, and together they make up the Court of Summer. Like his predecessors, Tatarian's goal is to maintain the Great Cycle, and to keep the balance that has sustained us for all these many seasons. The font is older than everything around you. It is the origin from which we flow. If you search for the heart of Summer Court magic, you will find the font. Most mortals in Issa are stripped of weapons upon entering the city. However, there are a few exceptions. Ambassadors and guests of the Near Limb. We do this for your own protection, of course. There is a fire in Dustling Blood that must be quenched by violence. I've never understood it. Goodbye, mortal.
We won't stay. Be warned. There is a peace edict in the gardens of Issa. No disturbing the peace and no open displays of weapons.
I wonder why.
Ridiculous, I know. It's not hard to find the embassy. Just listen for the arguing.
The font's magic is too great to be possessed, but it can be controlled. The Lycium Grove is where we regulate its magic.
You belong in Felltown.
The peace edict is in effect. All mortals are mortals.
Your crystal war will never come here to Issa. All seasons change, and rebirth waits around every corner.
I've caught the voices of my old companions. Heard their whispers in passing.
If you seek the court, assemble.
Welcome to the alley. Hey there, pretty. This is Aska's Alley, best tavern in Issa. Only tavern in Issa, of course, but you didn't know that, did you? If you're new in the city, I can help. I know everything. About the Understyle, the Embassy, the Scholia Arcana, you name it. I know it all. It's the Fey neighborhood on the other side of the city. There you'll find the Hall of Appointments and the Lycium Grove. They don't mind if you go exploring in the Understyle, but I wouldn't suggest it unless you know your way around. The Fey can be easily offended. Like I said, it's all magic to me. If the Fae said this city got its power from glowing purple antelopes, I'd probably believe them. I'm just a hostess. Oh, that's a sinister spot, isn't it? Even the Fae take a few extra steps to walk clear of there. Don't trust anyone in robes. The Askers took me in when my pa was killed in the war. That's been nearly 10 years. Now this is my home, pretty. It's where you'll find me every day and every night. Is that the one at the far end of the Understyle? Yeah, I think that's the place. Never been there, but folks say that's where the Fae make the waterfalls. You see, the city gets its magic from the water. They call it the fountain. Or is it the wellspring? I never remember. I'm sure it's just a story anyway. Olana and her squire Brio, they have the good fortune to meet with all the nobles who visit the High King. A life of lords and ladies. Oh, that's the life for me. Oh, if I had the finery and manners, you wouldn't find me anywhere but the Embassy Hall. I'd even buy a title. But it's a dreadful place these days, what with the war. The Darkofar and Varani are practically at arms over their differences, and everyone speaks in a whisper. I prefer the United Merchants Delegation. Those are my people. Sure, we've got a place to sleep on the floor over there, but it'll cost you. Fine, it's up to you. Let me just say that I adore Olana. She's one of the few Fae that I've met face to face, and she couldn't be more pleasant. Such a pretty one. We provide your basic public service. Ale, and if drinking isn't your thing, then you can always stop by the Hexes game and back. So you want to brush up on your bad luck, do you? That game will do it for you, all right. Speak with Kali in the back. Bye now.
Have you ever been up to the trellis? I hear it's quite beautiful, but only the worthy are given entrance.
Don't you know who I am? You wouldn't speak to me so openly if you did. There is no more important nature than that which lusts for battle. Creation and destruction are sisters in the Great Cycle, both necessary to maintain the balance. I am the flame that blackens the dirt, the smoke that blocks the sun. My time in the Withering War was my finest hour, but those seasons are long past now. The Summer Court would not stand for the mortal ambitions of Own, King of the Winter Court. So we burned him, as we burn a dying forest in need of mercy. We adore him in every guise, yet he has a wistfulness that I do not understand. There is no fire in him, only a peaceful pool that goes deeper than any of us realize. You fell persons are ignorant, aren't you? The Great Cycle is what gives balance between the eternal conflict of growth and decay. When every Fae passes, he is reborn. As long as the Great Cycle persists, this world we share may continue to refine itself on a path to perfection. My place is prowling the Feylands in search of a worthy challenge. Not here, petitioning fools about issues that do not concern me.
Welcome to the alley.
It's not hard to find the embassy. Just listen for the
If you see that rodent Brick Hodkin, you tell him I'm coming. Trister sold me a Thay on a brand last week. Thing wouldn't cut a spinster's thread.
If you're looking to drown your worries at the bottom of a bottle, this is the place for you. I'm Gurturn Asker, and this is my establishment. But if you're looking for the Victor's Brew, we don't sell that in Asker's Alley, and you'll have to take your business elsewhere. There's a brewery near Rathia that makes it. Very small, very secretive. But they've found their niche, that's for certain. Cheap and powerful. It's not a drink for the man who appreciates craftsmanship, tradition. It just helps the soldiers forget all they've been through. Oh, yes, sorry. The United Merchants Delegation. It's a coalition of traders that have been granted permission to sell their wares in Issa. I wouldn't say I ran from the war. I just don't need to know every little thing that's going on. There are other ways to help. Getting folks drunk is one of them. I know better than to criticize the Fae. They call us children of dust. We treat them like people, but they're like no people I've ever met. This city has been here for thousands of years. Longer than that, even. It will be here long after we're gone. The ambassadors requested that facilities be created where flesh and blood folks could put their feet up. Not that the Fae know what that means. So the All-Main approached my family about starting a tavern. The alley does well, but I'm no businessman. It's the most popular drink in Amalur, at least it is now. My Asker's Ale used to be the preferred beverage, but every day brings more cancelled orders. My brother and I are working on a new drink, but it requires something special. Wait a minute. Maybe you could help. If you do, I could see to it that the merchants in Issa treat you well. So here's what we're thinking. Bring back our grandmother's favorite Asker's Draft, a classic. The recipe calls for bristletongue seeds, and if you're talking rare ingredients, bristletongue tops the list. It's worthless for potions, but tastes fabulous. The problem is that the Fae control the use of bristletongue, as it's a product of the Font's waters. Talk to Jackson, their apothecary. He can probably get it for us. It's been in our family for 4 generations, since the days of Almir the Bold. Our grandmother entrusted us with the formula, and we made a fortune from it. But I'm afraid we've been replaced by a new drink. Almir the Bold was the first king of the Almain. He brought us out of lawlessness and misery. We've always wanted to name a drink after him. He spends his time in the Lyceum Grove in the Understyle section of town. He's an odd duck, always crafting new tonics. Some advice? Don't drink any. See you soon.
Oh, excellent. Another... Oh, a mortal. I don't think I could... Well, perhaps I might. Yes, of course. Why not? You, Dustling, how would you like to make some of your shiny, bright metal? What's it called? Ah, yes, gold. How would you like some of that? Few Dustlings ever make their way to these gardens. I believe they fear us, as they fear the elements. As they should. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you not like to be called Dustlings? I am steward of the High King's List, and apprentice to the Lady of Receivership. Olanna will be so displeased once she finds out I failed her so. She is well suited to her role as the Lady of Receivership, as she enjoys judging the worth of others. She has assessed me as well, and I have been found lacking. Well, I've never met him, of course. Such an honor is not granted to squires. But they say he is quite incredible, as tall as a tree and radiating a great light, as though a sun burned within him. The birds sing to herald his glory. I enjoy my role as steward, but my fear of Lady Olanna overshadows any pleasure I might find in the tasks assigned to me. She is quite critical. My role is with the Hall of Appointments, to prepare visiting ambassadors and dignitaries to meet with the Court of Summer. Right now there are 4 terrible, regal lords and ladies that wish to see High King Tatarian, but they are a fickle lot and require extra handling. They must enter the font in a procession, but each has his or her own preferences, and I can't afford to offend any of them. Wonderful. That's one less aggravation that demands my concern. Thank you, Mortal. The dignitaries have been seen about the gardens, enjoying its many splendors. I will remain here and await your advice. Everywhere. Goronet is in the Hall of Appointments, but the others are all over the city. What a nightmare. Goodbye.
If sage crafting intrigues you,
Shouldn't you be in Felltown? There's nothing. Was that it? No. Oh, I can't remember. Yes? Oh, a mortal in the understyle. This is indeed a treat. Come closer. I seldom see one of your kind so far from Felltown. It may be difficult to believe, but this city was once inhabited only by Fae. The understyle consisted of everything growing beneath the font. Now this important section of the Isa is but a dark corner, all but forgotten. Fontmaster Nomeron insists that everything flows as it should, yet I have seen his worry, and I feel the magic weakening. Strange forces are at work. This is where we watch over the font, the source of magic in the gardens of Isa. It is a fountainhead that is nourished for as long as this world has been. The font's flow can be measured, directed, and even regulated, depending on the needs of our people. Fontmaster Nomeron attends to these duties. He has the role of monitoring the font's flow throughout the city and the Feylands. His telling is not to be envied, as it is one of our most important. I am the steward of tinctures and elixirs. A meaningless title, one I gave myself, actually. But my work is vital, as is my role, to test the font's magic. I enjoy the mortal world immensely. It adds such texture and color to our experience. Now and then you might find me in your dustling district, taking in the bustle. Bristletongue, my moy, that would be something. A mockingbird with the font's only yield. Of course I will tell you where it is. What would be the fun in refusing? But before I do that, you need to offer me something. Isn't that how you mortals act? One deed for another? As steward of tinctures and elixirs, I often dabble in alchemy, especially with the water from the font. And I need you to drink this potion. Good. I will know what this does to the mortal constitution. Go on, big gulps now. None of that sipping. Goodbye.
It is my pleasure to serve.
You are not meant to be here. Mortals have no place on the font. Many believe that the font supplies all of the western Feylands, the realm of the Summer Court, with their magic. Its flow touches all of us with its gifts. I patrol the gardens near the font during the daylight hours, but must return to reverie at twilight, as do all my kind. It is a powerful communion between the Fey and the magic that sustains us. We come together in the evening hours to connect and to feel as one. The court communes in the building behind you. They are not to be disturbed, for their wisdom can shift the stars and clear the clouds. You are not to go near. I am guardian of the Court of Summer and protector of the font. I watch over the most precious of the city's blossoms, including the rare bristle-tongue bloom. Its petals open once every few seasons, lifetimes for mortals such as you. But its seeds are potent and volatile, hence my vigil. It is time to leave.
It is my pleasure to serve.
My role is not to speak to mortals.
The peace edict applies to all mortals. Come to life. That means you too.
Welcome to the Mortal Tavern. I believe they call it...
You've got the seat! Now we'll see if the Victor's Brew can stand up to a new challenger. I'll have a batch of Asker's draft ready before the week is out. Take this, friend. And like I promised, the merchants here will give you a discount. You've got a home here in the alley for as long as you like. Thanks for the business.
Come here, pretty. Let me take a look at you. Need some chatter? I've got plenty to go. Go around, pretty. Bye now.
A commendation from Ordure, eh? That'll get you your first assignment. What more than that demands soldiers' work? Even as our coffers fill, our ranks stretch thin. This war, these times, have tested our mettle to the limit. Still, we have not wavered in our creed. A mercenary sells a sword without honor. The war-sworn sell honor armed for battle. I am but a simple soldier grown old. First they made me Castellan of this keep. Then that wasn't enough. So they named me Ancient of War, Steward of the Order. As rife with brigands and brownies as ever. With our best called to the front, our numbers here are thin. 3 Warsworn keeps guard the Summer Phalanx. Shieldring here, Helmguard in Erethel, and Ironfast and Detir, to each a Castellan. And in Cluracon, Amalur Sfere Cura oversees our part in the war. It has been centuries since the Warsworn have crossed into Cluracon. And in fact, that crossing has always resulted in tragedy for us. But we are mercenaries, and we are paid to fight there, so we must. Don't get any big ideas. Heroic deeds are long past, and the war's far away. But there's honest soldiers' work to be done. Hirelings earn good pay for standing guard, dealing with thieves, patrolling roads. In fact, there is a patrol setting out shortly, if you're interested. 10 years ago, it raged all over the plains, and we earned our pay in combat. Now the war's in a standoff, and we pay warriors to sit in Melsenshire and stare at the Tuatha army. A merchant group has retained us to discover why traders have been vanishing from a road in Lorca Rain. Travel to Dyden Hill and meet a fellow hireling named Will Rendig. He is likely at the healers. Then report to Warden's Bridge. You and a crew of other hirelings will scour the area and ensure the roads are safe. Understood? Good then. Though he is only a hireling, he is Warsworn material, and we look after our own. He has cares of a personal nature, which presently detain him. I can make you a hireling. The work is plentiful and the pay is good. However, you are not truly of our order until you earn the rank of Pledge Shield. Find hireling Rendig in Dyden Hill, then join the patrol in Lorca Rain, mustering on the road near Warden's Bridge. Good. Off you go.
Welcome. Stop gawking. There are grander things than Shieldring Keep, but we're proud to call it home. Mind you, it's more than vaulted ceilings. It's about history and work. About Tyne Delphric, Ancient of War, and Castellan of this place. Why, fighters, that's what we are. Fighters for hire, best you'll find. Were you thinking to join? Tyne Delphric's the Castellan. Speak to him. Castellan of this keep and Ancient of War. That means he stands above the other Castellans and leads them, more or less. Delphric's a wise man. Prefers one well-timed sword thrust to 20 wild swings. You enter by the Great Hall, where Tyne Delphric holds talk with visitors. Forge and commissary are to the right as you enter the keep. Common quarters are straight ahead, with beds for Pledge Shield and above. Castellan's quarters are left. Don't go in there. Oh, are you? I see. If you mean you want to join, you should speak to Tyne Delphric. If all you want is coin, go to the contract board. Pay for finished jobs comes from me. Yes, take any job you like from the board itself. When a contract's done, return to me. On with you.
Yes?
Old Idwald's a scold. Sworn to war? Seen the job board? Don't need to be war sworn to take on.
Don't tell me. Yes, that's it. We've met before. We have. Right here in... Where are we again? Blast! I think there are 2 ingredients that go to the potion. The potion that makes you better at making potions. Ember Eyes and Sky Blossom, reagents you can find hereabouts. With them, I can make the potion I need. They're seeds that smoulder with the heat of a sun-baked stone. Amazing. I have no idea how I know that. Yes, they are very lovely. Flowers they are. Pretty flowers. Listen, I just want the potion. Wait. What do I want with the potion? Hope this works. Bottoms up, mate. I think it's working. Indubitably. Plethora. Effulgent. There it is. Now I should be able to brew up anything I need in no time. As agreed, here's your payment. You're a real lifesaver. Not sure if I'll ever quite remember who I am, where I'm from. Probably for the best. Didn't like that fellow. Me. Don't mind me, I'm just making some alchemy. With reagents. And things. I like to wander. Most in Yolven do. It's a crossroads, really. A word of warning. Avoid the southern road into Webwood. Spiders...
Dardenhill Village, traveller.
That's all the Plague Shield, then. We have enough to last for a while yet, at any rate. Please, have this as thanks. Poor dear. That is an old stone. These days, it's almost common to lose a friend. And I'll tell you, he was a dear one. He'll be sorely missed here and up at the mission. May Mithoro keep him. On with you. Get.
War-sworn work? Good. The gold's run low and my mother's not doing so well. To the Warden's bridge it is. The Plague Shield has helped. And yet when I asked the healer how long, she won't meet my eye. This humble work is an honor. It's seen its share of hardship, so I can serve in the militia and do what I can. All able bodies must serve in turn. Since Warsworn know how to fight, we're usually the first called. Aye, the one smack in the heart of Lorcoraine. Go north of here, then east, then south along the road. Farewell, Mother. I won't be long.
I've got the trembles again, my dear. They won't go away. Thanks to you, I've enough Plague Shield to treat when this Plague Shield runs out. I don't know. On with you. Get.
You're a brave soul coming to Didenhill. This little village is faring pretty badly, and I would know. I was in the war. It's in your best interest to fill your pack and depart as soon as you're able. The Blood Plague works fast, very fast. It was once an old Alfar outpost. Nothing extraordinary. Then it became the last line of defense, where we held back the Tuatha through long nights of fire. Melson Shear is where I lost this hand, and where I knew I'd never come home the same man that I left. I'd rather not talk about it if that's okay with you. I think about the war enough as it is, and I doubt these wolves will ever let me forget it. You don't want to know about me. Besides, that name hardly means anything to me now. I came back different, a shadow of the boy from Goreheart. It's pretty nasty, and I've seen my fair share of infections and ailments. We had plenty of them in the trenches and on the walls of Melson Shear. You met Gisela? How? I sent that death notice. She should know that I'm dead. She cannot know that I survived. Call me a coward, call me whatever you wish. I am not the same man she wed so long ago. I am broken. I cannot subject her to the nightmares, the wounds, the restlessness. I will spare her that torment. I don't know. I've endured much, but perhaps she has endured even more. Her silent vigil has no doubt been as trying as my time on the battlefield, you're right. This reunion is one we both deserve. We have earned our happiness. How could I have ever considered anything else? Thank you truly. Thank you. I paid a scholar to fashion a false death notice, the kind the army uses to inform the next of kin that a soldier has fallen in the line of duty. A courier left with it several days ago. All my hope for Gisela's future went with it.
It is you! I never dared hope that this day would come. Once you start to believe in the fantasy, the reality becomes too unbearable to return to. Camden has returned to me, and you have made it so. You have done the impossible, and for that, I owe you more than this meager reward. I can see a future now, where before there was only the harsh cold of a long winter. Now there is the warmth of spring. Thank you. Farewell. Hello there.
Damn Red Legion. Greetings.
Ogress. You surprised me. What are you doing down here? I see my Jotun have failed at their orders. But did Padaxes send you? Lysander, perhaps? Tell me. Those fools have no idea what I'm capable of, which is obvious if you're all they sent to stop me. You act as though you're surprised to find me here, as if you weren't sent here to stop me, my pursuit. But you're too late. Even now, my deathless servants rise from centuries of slumber. It is clear I cannot let you live, but answer me this, and I'll grant you a swift death. Which one sent you? Was it Padaxes or Lysander? Fine. Whether you're an agent of the Rose Court or the Onyx Tower, you can take your secret to the grave. My spell commands untold legions. Soon, both of their houses will crumble. You, however, will not live to see their ruin.
Don't just walk with your damned eyes shut. No, you look around. Really look.
Road patrol? I'd hope we'd see some action. Let's see if they're all it is said they are. To be honest, I thought we'd be fighting things. Woods? Ruins? What could be so...
Another? 3 not enough? I've trained, I've dreamed. I will join. If this is what it takes to earn rank, so be it. Don't tell me you believe in old ghost stories.
There you are. Ordura's running out of patience. Every time I go, I pray she'll be there when I get back. Scoff if you like. It's good steady work to me.
Found your way to Castel and Delfric, I see. Shall we begin? Or should we stand around until my hair grows grey? The ruins are full of boggarts, and we'll get to the bottom of this trouble soon enough. That's you. Show me what you can do, and you'll make pledge. Right. Now listen up. The job today is to find out who, or what, has been attacking caravans along this road. Our hunt starts from here to the fork in the road. Fan out and move quickly. Look for any clues, then gather at the fork. On my word, go! Eyes peeled. Spread apart now. Don't just stare at your feet. Move!
You go that way. I'll go by the road.
What are we looking for? Thieves? Blood? I don't see a damn thing.
What was that? Where's Bray? Oh, Mitharu!
We've only just set out and already down one. Pathetic. Anyone see anything? No sign of the attacker. Moving on. Turn east and across the stream. Up to the steps of the old ruins. Go! Hireling Falmoric is dead. Whoever it was, got her. Let her lie for now. I want the rest of you to be prepared. Weapons out, eye sharp. We get some action today. Maybe more than you bargained for. Look sharp! Press on. Eye sharp.
Did you hear something?
Did you see it? Whoa.
It's going to...
We've lost a second, but I caught a glimpse of it this time. Whatever or whoever it was went into the ruins. Steady now, weapons ready, and follow me. I don't know. Big as a man, at least. Just be ready. And keep your eyes open! Watch out! Not now! Niskaru, in Dalentarth. Where the hell did they come from? Never mind that. We've got to track them down. I suppose the dead deserve better than nothing. Beasts of pure chaos. No mortal eyes have beheld them in hundreds of years. Not around here. We mourn the fallen, hireling. Give me a moment and a bit of space. We honor our fallen hirelings, true to their oaths. They died to a foe, and so their deaths shall be. What's the use? They knew the risk. Let's get going. Through here. See? Scuff marks here. Yes, it's this way. It isn't Brigand Hall Caverns, of all the rotten holes they had to crawl out of. Well, hireling, the patrol's done. Here's your pay. You've made it this far. I'm going to find out what brought those things to Dalentarth. Come with me, and you might just make pledge shield. Drove ne'er a red hand out of these caves myself. That was years ago. Before that, Tyne Delphrig waded in after Gareth Rill. Some cutpurse or another is always trying to make a name for himself in Brigand Hall. Now that's what I like to hear. We'll now by Eamon's Now, stay close and do as I say. Now, what do we have here? Ah, yes. Brings back memories. Brigand Hall's earned its name. It's a notorious thieves' den. The path ahead will be littered with traps. Beyond that door there, you'll want to watch every step. First, we need to get that door over there open. Give me a moment to think. Come on, get moving! Take care. This is where the traps are thickest. You go around and throw the lever on the other side. And mind the traps. See the bodies up ahead? Thieves, most likely. Looks like the Niskaru got to them. This place has always lured thieves. Here they are, dead and Niskaru in their place. But why? There's the question. You lead from here. I've got to think. Every bit as vicious and deadly as the old stories say. Small wonder we hunted them to the ends of the earth. We scour every inch of these caverns, find where the Niskaru are coming from, and then our swords put a stop to it. Let's press on. Speak quickly. You'll make a fine pledge shield when all is said and done. One day, years from now, you and I will raise a glass and drink to the strange tale of how you earned your rank.
Welcome to Gorehart. Arnic Arduna isn't...
I cannot emphasize the importance of what you've done until you destroy... Goodbye. I don't know if I'll ever take on another apprentice. Not after Karth's betrayal. It just goes to show goodbye. I don't know if I'll ever take on another. Apprentice, not after Karth's betrayal. It just goes to goodbye. don't know if I'll ever take on another apprentice. Not after Karth's betrayal. It just goes to show that... Farewell. I cannot emphasize the importance. Of what you've done until you destroyed those ship. Goodbye.
Welcome to
What's this? Bloody mages? Not Balin's testament either. They must be the ones behind these Niskaru. That means they've got war-sworn blood on their hands. Death worshippers. They're a bad lot. Not right in the head. Might try to summon a Niskaru, but this isn't them. Even they wouldn't do this. The shortest path to a Niskaru is with chaos magic. Powerful chaos magic. And to keep it from turning round and mauling you, more powerful magic still.
No! The barriers!
cried to Logres by the winds of the black depths, come forth! Come forth! Who dares? We are the Phalangi, and all shall fall before us.
Ostudur dead. I see. And so many hirelings, too. We will mourn them. At least you somehow survived. Remarkable. In reward for your brave actions, I now solemnly declare you pledged of shield and sworn to war. Welcome to our order, soldier. It is a great honor. Now, this artifact, you say, brought forth the Niskaru? May I see it? You are a pledge shield now. You are one of us. This keep is a home to you, and we are your sisters and brothers. Our dignity rests on your brow. We will mourn him, yes. And honor him too. He died in the line of duty. Why, this is the heart of Sibon. Aegon won this centuries ago. It should be locked in our ancient vault. How could it have been stolen from under our noses? This is a nightmare. Travel to Helmgard Keep and Erethal, and investigate how this theft occurred. Speak to Grian Shane, Helmgard's Castellan. The Castellan of Helmgard is an upstanding soldier. Seek his help in this matter, but remember that he is your superior. In centuries past, we were something else. Hunters of Niskaro. Heroes known as the First Sworn. Whenever they took any cursed artifacts and weapons of chaos, they stored them in that vault. But that was long ago, in darker times. Travel to Helmgard Keep in Erethal. Learn how the heart of Sibon was stolen, and by whom. Castellan Grian Shane will help you. I would have sent Ost on this task. Honor his memory and pledge.
Castellan Delfric has given you a solemn task. I hope you conduct yourself appropriately. Things were different before the war. We've traded piles of gold for the lives of all those pledge shields. Now, as a pledge shield, you're truly one of the Order. Any Warsworn keeps your home, and all shield sisters and shield brothers your allies. Oh yes, from Overgrown Thicket, was it? Normally that sort of thing is beneath even contract work. But these days, if the payer has enough coin to spare and is insistent enough, we put it on the board. Good then.
Oh, it's you. Forgive my rudeness, but I tend not to be so grateful to chat with backstabbers. That man's a lunatic, no? We have a saying for people like him in the Travellers. that he was born under the sign of the idiot. New to the Feylands, ain't ya? That aside, it's pretty much common. Be gone with you.
Brash dustling. You have no role in fey-telling. This story belongs to one of us, not some whelp fresh from the cradle. First that strange maiden, now this. What is it you want here in Gorgoath? The beast and Gorgoath Hollow work together, like lovers. The grave thresh emerges to feed and kill, to collect sustenance for itself and the Hollow. When it returns to its lair, the thresh is embraced by Gorgoath, wrapped in a warm, living shell that protects it until the next time they hunger. Alas, Agrel's is a twisted tale, and we could use every available hand. You may stay, but the seat will never be filled by a mortal. Of that I am certain. We were too late to catch the thresh as it fed. Now the beast slumbers guarded by the vines and weeds of Gorgoath. But all is not lost. If we can destroy the roots before they take hold, we can rouse the beast. Come, I'll keep the thresh occupied while you seek out the heart vines. She approached each of us who is vying for an empty seat in the House of Ballads, sometimes in the forest, sometimes in the plains. Each time she offered reward beyond our imagining. All she asked in return was that we infiltrate the house as her agent. Needless to say, none accepted. The thresh slumbers in its lair, a protective shell formed of vines of the hollow. We must weaken the nest, keep new shoots from taking root. Keep your eyes open. We should move swiftly. This is no place to linger. Keep your eyes open. Fighting back. I had no idea. Keep your eye. The hollow is fighting back. Keep your eyes open.
Sir Sagrel was a clever rogue of great and merry cheer. Oh, come and listen to the song of he who had no fear, of he who we hold dear. The warriors who fall around us. Keep your eyes open.
forward! The beast awaits! I do not like this. Watch yourself, mortal. The passage leads to the heart of Gorgoath. We will find the ring there. I do not like this. Come, the passage... I do not like this.
times he drank his weight in wine, and many lovers pleased, and drunk from such idle pleasures, with lethargy was seized. On beds of grass he eased.
How can this be? Sir Sagrel dead? I do not understand. Such a tragedy has never occurred in this song. Not in all the seasons of the telling. At the end of this ballad, Sagrel defeats the Grave Thresh. He is victorious. I don't know how, but someone has changed the song of Sir Sagrel. Listen. We are not alone. I do not like this.
Sound and fearsome roar awoke our hero from his rest. The Maid of Windermere had called the Grave Thresh from its nest to have at her behest.
rising. A child of dust has defeated the grave thresh. What a tale you've claimed for yourself, my friend. You are granted the seat of Sir Sagrel and all privileges hereto, including membership in the Court of Enchantments. Alas, there is no time for celebration. There has been another incident. The king has asked for you. One similar to the plight of Sagrel, I dare say. Another erratic chain of events. The Ballad of Bloody Bones has taken an unexpected turn. The great Sir Ferrara has been sent to face this new challenge, but he will need your assistance. That is how the song is sung. In every telling, Sir Ferrara falls at the hands of Bloody Bones, but he is not left to perish alone in the cold of Uduath. Sir Sagrel, his knight hand, comes to him. Sagrel revives the fallen hero and brings him back to the lights of this summer life. Without Sagrel, without you, this ballad cannot be sung. Sir Ferrara tracks the villain Bloody Bones to his lair and rescues the fair maiden, sacrificing himself in the process. This is Ferrara's most selfless act, to give up his own glory for the good of another. It has always been this way, and must be preserved for all seasons. Excellent. Speak with King Wenson in the oratory. It stands on the crest of Ettenmere, where it once hosted the lords and ladies of the High Court. Take this potion. You will need it to revive Sir Ferrara. Unless mortals have suddenly created a method of resurrection, it's our only option. You will know when the time has come to use it. Now go, find King Wenson. The telling is in your hands now. A poor cursed soul who wanders the forest in search of his ancient love. She left him, for he was a cruel and lonely villain. Now he takes out his rage on the innocent. He is Wenson the Bold, Falcon of Detir, Annihilator of Elkmar, Captain of the Gilded Gorgon, Grasper of the Spear of Light, and Baron of the Forsaken Plain. Wenson founded the House of Ballads many seasons ago. It was meant to be a source of pride for all Summer Fae. Our glory belongs to everyone. Many seasons ago, it was the retreat of the High King himself, where he hunted with the heroes of the Court of Enchantments, and was regaled with the songs of ages past. But that was long ago. The oratory, like so much of our beloved summer court, has wilted in heat of time. It is a hollow shell of what it was. If you must know, it is a potion I concocted with the aid of several companions. It will bring Sir Ferrara back from the brink of death, if used correctly, of course. This ballad requires his survival, and since the usual Sagrel is not here to offer rescue, it is you who must do it. The Court of Enchantments has marched south to face the threat and to quell rumors. They reside in the House Oratory in Ettenmere. Farewell.